What is up, RotoGrinders? A special showdown slate conversation because tonight it is for all the marbles, for all the cups. It's the Emirates Cup, the NBA Cup that's going down tonight in Las Vegas. You got the Spurs taking on New York. Spurs fresh off knocking off OKC for the second time this year. OKC goes down. New York is favored to win this game. They're about 2.5-point favorites. 233.5 is the total. Did get news that Wemby apparently is not starting, according to their coach. Coach Johnson said that it's going to look a lot like last game, minutes-wise. And last game, dude didn't play the entire first quarter. It's a little weird. And then he played 21 minutes of the next 36. Our projection team, either they haven't updated it or they think he's kind of lying because we currently have it at, let me give it a refresh. Has anything changed? We have 25 minutes for Wemby, which is kind of what I was figuring, but we'll see. And does he not play the entire first quarter, which basically wipes out, he always says his pool of minutes is 36. So, the first 12 just going bye-bye. Myself and Chop are going to figure that out. That's one of the bigger conversation pieces, I think, on this slate. How many minutes does Wemby play? Chop, welcome. Do you have the fever, Chop? You got the cup fever? You excited?
What up, big dog? Look, we gotta give some love to some people out there, Dean, before we even get cranked up. Number one, not just producer Steve, but any Knicks fan under the age of 50. This is your chance, brother. Get a ring. Go get you one of these. Go get you one of these right here. Go get you a ring, man. This is what you've been waiting for your whole life. This is it, brother. Get you a ring. This is a championship. This counts as something, right? I think. I don't know. Whatever.
It's something. Is there a banner? I think I think teams like Milwaukee, I'm pretty sure, hung up a banner, if I'm not mistaken.
The Lakers, I think, did too.
Yeah, I think you hang up a banner for it. They're trying to make it a thing.
I saw an Instagram post earlier, speaking of what Chop just said, and it's so true. It's like, if the Knicks win, everyone's going to go, oh, look at the Knicks celebrating the tournament. Yeah, that's all they can do. And then if the Knicks lose, everyone's going to go, look, they can't even win the in-season tournament. So we just never win no matter what.
It was like Twitter and the internet's a giant cesspool. And
we just can't win no matter what. So.
Yeah, that is in that exact voice too. That's exactly the way they would say it. Spurs did win a title, in 2014? That was against my precious Heat. The one big mark on LeBron's career, I would say, is the losing to the San Antonio.
Spurs were a dynasty there for a while, man. Three chips in 7 years. Like they were the Spurs had it going on there for a while.
3 and 7's a dynasty. Yeah. 99, 03, 05.
And those other years they didn't win. They were right there. They were right there.
It's a dynasty. They were definitely a dynasty. Yeah, they were.
In today's sports, it's tough to do any of that stuff. So, yeah, the way things change up. But yeah, so that's big. Knicks fan, big time game for them. I know some Knicks fan, not just Steve, but I know another Knicks fan.
Is he excited?
No, man, they're so into it, man. It's
it's manufactured, but whatever. It's fun. Why not?
Whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. But also, Dean, another big shout out here, Dean. I don't know if you remember back in the day. I know you do. You remember our boy Emac used to be a part of it?
Yeah, Emac's great. Yeah, I love Emac.
Emac, man. Big shout out to Emac and his Washington Huskies who unseeded took down the soccer tournament in college soccer tournament. Good, congrats, Emac. It's big time, bro. Unseeded, man. Go on the road for 6 games and win a soccer tournament in the NCAA. The big deal. That's
the college cup. Did you know that I was talking about this on previous shows? Are you taking a shot at me because I actually was following it?
You were following the soccer tournament.
Yeah, my brother. My brother is an alum. He went to Furman. He played for Furman. I believe as a freshman. He was.
They got bumped.
Furman lost to Washington in the semis. Yeah, but my brother was like way into it. He flew out to Portland and
wow.
Yeah, but the college cup, they got knocked out by Washington. It was 2-0. I want to say Washington dominated them. I didn't watch the finals, but they did win. I think 1-0, golden goal. They won 1-0 in the finals. I don't know who they played. I don't recall because once Furman got knocked out, who was it?
NC State.
Okay. NC State had the home field too. They were in North Carolina. That's where
Washington had to go on the road all 6 games. Crazy.
Check out the Furman
story
right now. Furman, the back of their jerseys, it just says FU on the back.
Yeah, that's nice.
There you go. But yeah, I know Emac always talks about the 2 teams he roots for. at least he did for the longest time. With the Nationals and the Mariners, they never won a championship. The Nationals finally did win one. I guess he could stop saying that, but the Mariners, he always talks about how he was at the very first game in the Kingdom many, many years ago as well, too. Not the date, EMAC, but
did you know the University of Furman? College of Furman was named after Mark Furman.
No,
yes.
It's not. It's not
the lead detective in the
I know who Mark Furman is. Yes,
the Simpson trial.
Yes, it was. It's not true. None of that checks out as far as the timeline. It's definitely not true. All right, yeah. So New York, they are projected to be more predictable as far as minutes tonight. If you look at the New York minutes, Brunson 38, geez, Bridges 38, OG 38, Bridges 38. Wait, you know what it's? I'm on lineup HQ and I have both captain and utility, so I repeated myself twice. But still, the minutes are absurd for all the starters. Brunson 38, Bridges 38, OG 38, Cat 36, and Hart 36. That's why if you're running optimals, you're going to get a ton of this New York stuff because, minutes equal money. We talk about it all the time. The San Antonio rotation is a little bit tougher to predict, a little bit more, especially like the fifth guy, like who's going to close amongst, Barnes, Harper, Keldon, Chimpenny. It's probably Barnes, but I don't know that for certain. You got to feel like, Castle, Fox, Wemby, and Vassell are the four closers. And then the other guy, I'm not really sure so much. So I'm just curious, your overview and the overarching thing on this slate. Wemby, of course, is super expensive. He's the greatest DFS player in this game. As far as fantasy points per minute, it's completely absurd. He also significantly improves the San Antonio defense as well. But he's a little overpriced if he's only going to play 21, 22, 23 minutes, which is, according to his coach, it's going to look a lot like last time. Last time it was 22 minutes. Didn't play the entire first quarter. Wemby, I think he's one of those important pieces on this slate. How are you handling him?
With care. Got to be careful with Wemby. He's a little fragile. First of all, Dean, I'd like to say Mr. Irrelevant's giving me and TJ a shout out for our juicy plums last night, Monday Night Football. We're coming with the heat, Dean. The plums were on point. I had Darren Waller. I gave out Darren Waller as
2 touchdowns?
2 touchdown, the baller Darren Waller as the plums, the juicy plums, man.
Very good call.
Yeah, we're winning, man. We stay winning on the Showdown show, so we got to get into that.
Donnie got a revenge touchdown as well. Ran one in.
Kirk Deese called that one in the secret chat. Said revenge, John. I know you don't get nothing, Dean, because you ain't paying attention. You ain't paying attention, man. Well, you got an invite one time, but I think you got lost in your email. Maybe it went to spam.
And then you guys reconfigured. And you said, you know what? Second thought.
Let's see. I would say, I mean, listen. Here's the thing, Dean. I think I hinted at this on the survey, but I'll definitely give it out right now for sure. Is if this was the normal 6, 8, 10 game slate, I'm probably just Xing Wemby out of the pool because of the price tag and the minutes limit. And we know there's going to be a pretty hard cap on those minutes. I don't know what it is, but he's not playing 30 minutes in this game. But it's a showdown. Yeah, Wemby. You asked me about Wemby.
No chance of 30. I would say no chance.
It's a showdown, though. So, like 20 minutes, he could still be the leading scorer in this game. This game could configure in such a way that 40 out of Wemby makes the optimal and wins you a bunch of money. Like, that's just the nature of showdown. You can't. So yeah, I think when we start looking at percentages, I think him as a captain in a large field GPP is very interesting. If I'm not playing cash games or double ups on showdown basketball. But if I was anything in that range or really small field for large money, yeah, he's not touching the captain spot, but he's a large field captain because the ownership in captain is pretty low from what I've seen. I think I checked it an hour ago and it was still sitting at like 5% Wemby in captain. That's worth it. I think it's worth it because he has the potential to be the lead scorer in this game. And in a showdown, that could be the path right there. So I don't know. I think he's a large field play. That's definitely worth something here.
On FanDuel, he is like the 8th most popular captain. And FanDuel's cap's kind of loose, too. Yeah, we have Brunson, Cat, Castle, Bridges, Hart, OG, Fox, and then we get the Wemby at 7%. And I made some lineups. I actually made them before the news was that he's not starting. I thought he would start. Like, I figured, shouldn't he just get 5 more minutes and probably start if they care about the cup to some degree? I know he's coming back from the calf, but he's well rested. They haven't played since Saturday, right? But so I'm well over on FanDuel, but it's not. Again, it's you can, like you said, he can get 50 FanDuel. He can get 7 blocks.
Oh God, yes. Now
that's a 7 times 3. That's 21. Chop.
I think the game does mean something to him. Like, you're here, you want to win. There's, as far as you're a player, there's money involved, there's pride involved. They want to win, and I think him not playing right away signifies to me that they want him there as much as possible in the fourth quarter without going over that minutes limit. So I think we'll still get whatever. I wouldn't be scared off of not starting. I wouldn't be scared off if he didn't get off the bench in the first quarter, because that just means that as long as they can keep it close, he's going to play a lot of minutes in the second half. So I'm good with Wemby.
So Court IQ tells us he played 20 minutes and 39 seconds precisely from the second quarter on, 0 minutes in the first quarter. I bet New York first quarter, by the way. I know this is a DFS show. I bet New York first quarter, like -1.5. I'm like, okay. And I got a positive number on it. We'll see. But he's significantly improves their team, obviously, both offensively and defensively. But and I also think the chances of Cat getting in foul trouble are weakened a little bit because I did think Cat's one of my. So I was looking at the Discord channel, and we had a question from Yappy, and he was asking if we can kind of prioritize, kind of rank the New York starters. Like, if it doesn't work out for New York, all 5 of these starters project well to various degrees because the minutes are just completely absurd. Can you power rank your interest level in the New York starters, the 5 New York starters, as far as ownership? We're looking at, OG probably the most popular. Let me go ahead and pull this up right now. Yeah, so OG at 47%. Clarkson's actually like one of the more popular cheapies, giving him 17 minutes, kind of like their 6th or 7th man, depending on how you look at it. Tyler Kolek. Bridges 32. I guess Mitch Rob is kind of their 6th or 7th man. But Hart, Brunson, Cat. And Cat is the least popular. And that's kind of where I'm at too. But I could see Cat getting off to a hot start. Revenge game, by the way, on the other side for Luke Cornett, right? No, wait, did he play for New York? I know he played for Boston. Am I making up New York? I might have made that up. No, I have to confirm and check. But yeah, so rank the 5 New York starters, your level of interest.
Oh, man. They kind of blend in to each other. Sort of like Towns and Brunson are similar fantasy-wise, right? Like, not what they do, but just their output in general. Like, any given night, either one of those guys could be. And OG and Miguel Bridges, like, on paper, it's tough to tell them apart if you didn't know anything, And then Josh Hart is kind of a blend of all of it. Josh Hart can be a triple-double guy, Mm-hmm. And so it's a really interesting, and that's why they're going to pop in like at captain a lot more. The whole starting 5 is going to take turns going into the captain spot in optimals and stuff, just because of who they are. My interest level in them based on ownership, price tag for this game. I'd say, man, it's tough. I say probably Josh Hart is number 1, just because of his versatility. I'm not scared. The Spurs can be a tough defensive team in those minutes when a Wemby's on the court. So I worry about some of the offensive-minded Knicks and how maybe they could be in trouble. So Josh Hart doesn't need that. OG just kind of stands out there and hits 3-pointers, so I'm good with him. So Hart, OG, then I get to, Towns and Brunson there are different price tags on the 2 sites. So I would say I probably favor Cat on DraftKings 3rd and Brunson on FanDuel 3rd, and then the other 4th on each respective site. And then I rounded out with Mikal Bridges, who's kind of the man that's kind of left out for me most nights when everybody's healthy.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I am at as well. I see some questions rolling on through. We'll stick around as long as the questions are rolling on through. If it happens to go all up the lock, so be it. I got my own sweat going on here, Chop. I'm trying to wait for my my Instacart to get accepted. That's I got to keep an eye on that as well. We're multitasking here on the show.
Talk to me about, what do you mean by get accepted? And so what is Instacart? Because I don't think I've ever used it. And what do you mean by get accepted?
I was ordering some things at Publix, you know, and somebody will just go out and shop for you, basically.
Oh, it has, and they have to accept it?
Well, typically, you know, somebody just kind of grabs it and they'll just go ahead. But the problem is, it's like at some point Publix is going to close, and I was trying to time it right with the show, and nobody's taken it in the like an hour or so, because I didn't want the food to get delivered right on time as the show is still going on. I didn't want it to exit or let things get, you know, hot or whatever outside. Actually, it's not that hot. It's Florida, but it's like 69. It's pretty nice tonight. But yeah, it's just a convenience thing. And I didn't time it right as far as ordering. I ordered it too late is all. I'm sure you have it. I would imagine you have it in your area or something of the sort. Yeah, I see some questions rolling in here in chat, and we'll knock these out. Prioritizing questions in the Discord channel. That's why I asked the first one that I saw in regards to New York. Are you having anything special as far as builds? The stuff that I was doing, basically 3 New York players in every lineup. You could be different if you want to be different, but again, and if you want to play for blowout stuff, I'm not doing that. I didn't do that. I think this game's going to stay fairly close. Even if New York's up by like 20, 25 with 5 minutes to go, their starters are going to be out there. They just tend to keep their guys out there. Maybe the 3-minute timeout, all of a sudden you get the nonsense stuff coming in. You might see Huck Porty, whatever, but I'm not playing these guys. Yabusele, former teammate with Wembanyama for the French national team. Those guys know each other fairly well. And but it was confirmed. Yeah, Cornette did play for New York. I think that was the first team he played for many, many years ago. He's kind of bounced around, but former Knick, of course. Are you forcing any sort of builds? Is kind of, are you forcing like 5-1, 4-2, 3-3? Is there anything you're just kind of letting the optimizer do whatever? Are you hand building? How do you feel about specific builds when it comes to number of players per team?
Yeah, I'm not really say I wouldn't force anything. I was seeing if you are using the optimizer and you plug in the projection, I was seeing it want to naturally go to a lot of Knicks, and that's just who the Knicks are, And with the Spurs, you kind of a little bit. I don't know, Wemby with the minutes limit kind of throws things off, so I get it. So yeah, I don't want it to load up on too many Knicks for me. So I'm definitely doing like a 2 minimum from each team just to make sure I don't get caught with too many Knicks onslaughts when it really shouldn't happen that way. As far as any special builds, when I first started out building a few lineups, I found myself wanting to play, believe it or not, some cheaper guys in the captain spot on DraftKings because it makes it easier to get up to like a bunch of really good players in the flex. And the captain spot is a spot where if somebody doesn't run away with the high score on a single game,
yeah,
you can get away with not having like the Brunson. If Brunson ends up at 42 and Cat's at 41 and everybody else is just right up mixed in, you can get away. If you got all those guys in the flex and you went with a cheaper captain who ended up outperforming his salary, wasn't great, but just outperformed his salary, you can get away with. So I went with a lot of those kind of builds.
Who is that? Who's your favorite cheap captain?
I found myself going to Dylan Harper quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
I went a little bit, like very small, Champagne, just in case, he gets hot from the 3-point range or something. I think Mitchell Robinson is an interesting one. I don't know. Mitchell could not play 10 minutes in this game for some reason. Get run off the court and he's goose, like he's done. But there's also a chance they may need him a little extra tonight, combating a big San Antonio lineup at times, and he can rack up some blocks and stuff. So Keldon Johnson's a cheapie. Like there's a lot of guys down there that I'll cycle through that. But Dylan Harper, man, just who he is he can get microwave hot, and that's what you want in the captain on a showdown.
Yeah, our minutes for Harper 24. Obviously, with number 2 pick in the draft, you know more about him than I do. Obviously, you watch a bunch of college basketball, but he looks legit. He looks like he's going to be a potential star. That's what the Spurs need, right? Another star to add to their cupboard, man. San Antonio, they're a good stock if you can buy San Antonio stock. San Antonio and OKC, feel like they're going to be running the West. Of course, your Rockets are lurking. I know, Chop. But
nah, man, I said it a long time ago. First time you could see Wemby on a NBA basketball court, it was like, look,
so good.
If they don't have to have. He's like LeBron was in 15 years ago. Just put something around him that's decent, and he's going to get you to the finals every year. That's what Wemby is. Just put something decent around him. He's going to get the Spurs to the finals a lot. And so it's only is this his second year or his third? This is the third year, right?
I think it's his third year. If OKC
third year
or not, he would, yeah. But
this isn't even a particularly good supporting cast yet. It's going to get better, and he's already got them. I would say they're probably, when he's healthy, top 5 team in the NBA. So,
well, they're all on rookie contracts too, right? Well, Castle, Wemby, Harper, because Champagny, I don't know what the ceiling is for Champagny, but that's a pretty good core.
They are going to be good. So yeah, get ready for them to come on.
Yeah, and still they might move Fox. Like I don't think they could probably move Fox if I don't know how. We didn't talk about Fox. He's another one of those players that's probably going to be not terribly rostered because he's pricey and he doesn't project as well point per dollar as Brunson or some of these other starters for New York. Yeah, how do you feel about Fox, Castle, Vassell? We talked about Wemby. You have a preference amongst those three, Fox, Castle, Vassell, considering salary?
I think that you don't want to play too many Spurs guards in one lineup, but I do like them all because that's how you can beat the Knicks. Is somebody get hot from the three-point line, the Knicks will give it up. That's what they give up. They want to shut you down in the middle, in the paint, and give up some three-pointers. So I kind of like cycling through all of them. I think they all have their benefits, and I definitely like them all. I definitely like Spurs guards tonight. Vassell, surprisingly enough, is your leading three-point shooter for the Spurs. Like, just in general, takes about 7 a game and hits them at, I want to say he might be the leading, unless somebody snuck in there with a low attempts per game, but I think he's like shooting 39% from three or something. Like, very good number on a lot of attempts. So Vassell definitely fits the mold of somebody who can do that, who can break the slate here. And I like all those Spurs go. Castle's the one I have a little bit of issue with, Dean, because he's not a good three-point shooter, not a good. So how is he ultimately going to score tonight? Like, I don't know that he probably my odd man out, but Fox and Vassell and anybody on that perimeter who can shoot for the Spurs, I think, is in a good spot tonight.
So New York, points in the paint, they allow the 4th fewest points in the paint, and they allow, I think, the 6th or 7th most made threes. So to your point, you like the shooters against New York. Bold fade, is there somebody you're just going to be well under the field? You're just not buying it for whatever reason?
I think my research led me to a guy like Castle, who I just mentioned. I don't know that his game fits this game. His game in general is good enough to take on the Knicks because I don't think the three-point shooting is there for him just yet, or it never will be. But he can get there on defense too. But at Castle, another guy I didn't like earlier in the day was Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
So
you like him now?
What's that?
You like him now?
No, but, as far as just standing out there and shooting three-pointers, he can certainly do that. But, I don't know. I don't think the game's well-rounded enough. His game is well-rounded enough for me to take. There's a lot of really solid players tonight. So probably those two guys. And for me, Mikal Bridges, I got to cut it off at some point with the Knicks. And I like the other 4 starters a whole lot more. So when they're all healthy, he's the odd man out. So I'm probably underweight on Mikal Bridges.
Get some questions there in the YouTube. Happy to answer them. Chop, I see. Go F you guys. Go. Yeah. Dean loves fried Spam. I don't think I've had Spam any variety. To my knowledge, I don't think I've ever had Spam. Bubblegum style, fried or however you want to make it. Am I missing out? Are you a Spam guy?
I haven't had it in a long time, but I'm not gonna besmirch it like you. I mean, it might be good.
I mean, I feel like it's like bologna-ish. Are they cousins?
I don't know. Probably it probably gets a bad rep.
It does have a bad rep. It's a punchline spam. Yeah.
Yeah, it might, but I've tried it before. When I was a kid, I tried sardines. But have you tried sardines?
I think so.
Can,
Oh no,
can,
there
can
we go. No. I was thinking of the oysters, which I don't know why I was thinking is the same.
There's oysters. Yeah, so I mean, I try everything once, but
South Carolina boil, and it's supposed to be legit. Everybody was raving about it, and I was like, I don't see it. I just didn't see it. Didn't do it for me. But chat's liking spam for the record. Producer Steve's on spam fried rice. He was touting there in the chat. And they're saying it's like ham. Yeah, I know. I know. I know what it is. I could pick it out of a lineup, but I've seen the can before. Do you have any rules, Chop? Any sort of rules you put in? I made a few when I was kind of messing around, making more than one lineup. I'm curious if you came to similar ones that I did. Kind of the obvious ones, like if I had Victor Wembanyama as captain, I shouldn't say obvious, but if I had Wemby captain, then I didn't play Cornette. If I had Cat captain, I didn't play Mitch Rob. If I had Mitch Rob captain, I didn't play Cat, that kind of thing. Did you put any specific rule? The other one I made was, I think it was no more than one of Harry Barnes, Harper, Champagny, and Keldon. And that's kind of restricting. I probably was too restricting, and I felt I kind of regretted it. But I was just sort of thinking about the closing lineup, and like only one of those guys is closing, almost definitely. Barnes, Harper, Champagny, Keldon. Doesn't mean two can't get there, but any rules that you have put in place for the slate?
I didn't do any rules, but it's the same thing that I've kind of mentioned already. I'd be, if I was in there and I was taking the time to do the rules, it would be limiting like the Spurs guards to two of them. I wouldn't want more than two Spurs guards. And, I'd go down the list of the guys that we're talking about there. And like you said, the Knicks guys, Cat, Mitch Rob, those kind of, like, if you're going to go in there and do it, that's the kind of stuff I'd be doing tonight. But I didn't set any hard, fast rules that I wanted to go by because, the lineups were looking pretty good when I kind of run a bunch and then handpick a few and start going from there. So they all look good. They all get like quality checked by my eyes. I can't just go blind on the things. But there's some questions, Dean. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I just got the updated time, by the way. 9:45 now. That's why I put it into. I didn't time it right, Chop. Instacart bumped me back at 9:45. Bad job by me.
What does that mean? Your food's not going to arrive till 9:45?
Yeah, I ordered a sub. I was going to have a half a sub for dinner, and but we'll just wait. I mean, hope the problem is the deli closes down around 9, 10 o'clock. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but you never know. We'll figure it out. We're going to be all right.
Yeah. So what time do you usually eat dinner, Dean?
Oh, late. Yeah, because I usually do the show, make lineups. Typically, we finish the show around 6:15 or so. So
9:45 is not. Is 9:45 out? 9:45 is well past your dinner time.
I mean, I'm usually I go to sleep like at 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's like,
Oof, must be nice. You're like a little kid, man.
Child. I'm not saying this is the way to live. I'm just answering your questions. You said you had a question relative to the slate, I imagine.
There was a couple I've seen in YouTube chat about Wemby and Cash. Like, that's interesting because we mentioned his ownership in the captain spot is super low, but his ownership in the flex spot, it might be the highest on the slate, right? Now you have to double check that number for me, but
who are you asking about? I'm sorry, say it again.
Wemby in Cash.
He's not projecting to be a cash game play. And
that's what they were asking in chat, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'd do that. I don't think I'd do that if I was playing cash.
You're playing the 5. So our optimal lineup, and I can run it again. It's the 5 starters for New York. It's OG, it's Bridges, it's Hart, it's Cat, it's Brunson. You're getting all the minutes in the world, and then you're getting one of the bench players for San Antonio.
Adjust. You got to adjust that. You got to know that that's not. There's something like
for cash. It's for cash. We don't have to be. We're not
okay. You're okay for cash. Even for cash, Even for cash, I'd want to ditch Mikal Bridges and get a Spur in there, even for cash. But that's just
like 38 minutes, though. I know he's not amazing, but he's going to be out there.
I got a feeling, Dean, that we're going to see a tightened rotation for the Spurs too.
Okay.
So, like, I want to say that the last game was a big game. And like the man said about the Wemby minutes, he projects similar to last game.
Is he lying?
Probably stretching a little bit. Look at like a De'Aaron Fox is a 31 minute a night guy.
We got 35.
He got 37. Got into it with OKC, a must-win game. This thing's on the line. He plays 37. I got a feeling we're going to get tight on San Antonio too, outside of the Wemby, 20 to 25 range, whatever he's going to fall in tonight, which I think is going to be more than the 21 from last game because I think this means something to these guys.
Here's what I'll tell you. We're giving Wembanyama 25 minutes, and that is going against what the coach said. He said the minutes are going to look a lot like they did last game, and he didn't even get to 21. And I would bet the over on 21. And I'm not disagreeing with our minutes team. What I'm saying is that even projected at 25, which is, again, the coach is saying probably not, at least, we'll see how it goes and play it by ear and all that. He's still not hitting cash games. Now, of course, get over the field on Wemby in tournaments. Like, I very much am on that side. But Wemby, as far as the cash game lineups, where is he at? I'm trying to find 2% captain. I added some variance to it. And do we have I'm trying to see where he even shows up in my cash game lineups on DK. It's not 4%. He's in 4% of the quote unquote optimal lineups. But again, so for cash, I don't think he's a must, is to answer the question.
Okay. So here's another one for you, Dean. And this is a good one from Jim. Vassell or Castle? I have my opinion, but I'd like to hear yours.
I think it's Castle. You tell me.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Vassell, but I'll say this because I think there's going to be. I think Castle has the minutes upside over Vassell, but I think just the way stylistically New York plays the defense, I think Vassell could rack up a lot more points. So I kind of, but then again, I could see Castle on this court a whole lot guarding Jalen Brunson and stuff. So I would say Vassell for the GPP upside and Castle for cash.
We have so when you factor salary, Vassell might be better. Well, he's 6'8" on DK, 8'4" on for Castle. Ownership wise, Castle's coming in at 49%. So that's a big number. I think he's the most popular player on San Antonio. He is on DK. But we should give people give a plums play. 10 minutes until lock, 9 minutes until lock now, where it looks like we're going to the bell. It seems like if you have questions, fire them off. Do want to answer your questions. If you asked the question, I may have missed it, so ask it again. I don't know how I'm going to scroll up, but yeah, fire up your questions. Castle 49%, Keldon 43%. I don't love that, by the way. I don't love Keldon at 43. Like, he's a guy that can end up playing just like 16 minutes if his shot's not going in, or maybe less. You're talking about San Antonio. They might tighten their rotation. He could be a guy that is burned because of that. Now, of course, we've seen it before. He comes in and he just, does his thing pretty quickly. And he's an awesome six man. But I don't know how he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to be good or not. I don't know if he's going to be hot or not. He's also probably going to play more with Wemby coming off the bench. And Wemby's going to he's going to make the most of his 22 minutes, whatever it is. What has you laughing over there?
What's Dean going to besmirch next? Scrapple? That's a good one.
I've never had Scrapple. It's big in like.
Oh man, I was wondering, Dean. I've been sitting around here for 3 hours. Like, where's my phone? I can't find my phone. And I just heard it, and I just remembered I put it in the little sanitizer box. I have a sanitizer box,
Sure.
with the UV ray, and I forgot it. I do that all the time. So weird, but I just heard it over there.
Your phone too?
Huh?
A UV ray?
Like it's a little a case opens and closes. You put your phone in there, and when you close it, the UV ray lights hit it for 10 minutes and sanitizes it.
Okay. Oh yeah. I feel like those are big, like in Japan, or I saw a TikTok.
Probably, but yeah.
I wasn't aware of the States. I missed it.
I did that when I got back from Barnes and Noble today. Went Christmas shopping, Dean. You got knocking some stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Went to Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble delivers, right?
Yeah, I got to get it in person. I got to see what I'm buying sometimes. Sometimes it's just not worth it to get it online.
Is it crowded? What's the mall like these days?
Oh, no.
Nobody goes?
No, this isn't a mall. This is just a store. It's not a mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so No, it's what is today? Tuesday, more than a week before Christmas. It's fine. It's perfect, man. I love it. It got me a hot chocolate from the little cafe inside the Barnes and Noble. They had a little special hot chocolate with brown sugar and like some kind of nice foam going on. It was delicious, Tina. Just a good day all around. So good stuff. But
I got the world's largest outlet mall like right around the corner for me, so that's always packed. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's tough. Can't go to those.
It's an excursion if you go there. You can't just getting in and out is pretty tricky. But
okay, all right. Dean, 5 minutes left. I got to give the plums just in case it matters to anybody, just in case they want to adjust the lineup last minute. This is a fill it in the plums play of the night for the NBA Showdown. The cup, it's on the line. The championship, the rings, the banners, everything. New York, it's your time. New York, the Empire State, this is your time. Do it. But I'm going with De'Aaron Fox, and I'm doing this. I'm going with De'Aaron Fox, and I'm doing this. Listen, the Knicks are good. They could still win even with the Fox, but I'm going for upside. Fox shoots the three-pointers well. He will take volume, not quite as much as Vassell, but he's also going to get an uptick in minutes compared to Vassell, almost regardless. So I think De'Aaron Fox is in a pretty good spot here, and I'm going to roll with De'Aaron Fox, fill it in the plums play of the night.
Chop, Jim wants to know in FanDuel, Vassell or Castle. You already answered that question. Wemby over 16K on FanDuel. It's a bad play. It's a bad play for cash, but for tournaments, it's not.
It's one game, man.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't say it's a bad play. I understand what you're saying as far as math, but come on. He could put up 60 in 20 minutes, especially on FanDuel if he gets like 7 or 8 stocks, which is something he's been known to do. Alexander, Barnes or Cornette? Last piece, DK Cash, Cornette or Barnes? I presume Cornette is starting, but he's going to kind of go to bed. I guess he is starting. Fox, Castle, Vassell, Barnes.
I mean, it's saying Barnes or Cornette.
Barnes is a safer play because
I'm going Barnes. Cornette could be really, really bad tonight. I mean, he could be good. That's just basketball, but he could be bad. At least Barnes is going to get out there and play his minutes and do something. So I'd say Barnes. I
just don't know how much he's going to play. Right? We're minutes wise, we have 23 for Cornette and 28 for Harry Barnes.
Okay. No, Alex, I did not have a date to myself. My wife she made me go. I didn't have a date to myself, brother.
She made you go buy hers? Oh, you got to buy for everybody else too, right? The whole time.
She went. She didn't make me go, but she's like, I got some time. You want to go to Barnes and Noble, do some shopping? Like, listen, the women do it all, man. They Christmas shop for everybody. They do everything. Like, if they ask you to go one time throughout the entire shopping season, just give it up if you can. Just do it, man. It makes them feel good about themselves. So I didn't have a date to myself. I was with my wife, but I like helping her out like that. Picked out some books, for the peoples.
You're giving like homework, basically. I understand. It's a great gift. People love
Oh no, it's not just. I like to get what people like, man. So I'm thinking, I'm in their heads like, what would this person like to read?
I could see you being a good gift giver.
Oh, I'm a great gift giver. So it's like, this guy likes sports. Okay, I know what I would want to sit down and enjoy and read as a sports fan. So this is what I'm going to get. Or this guy likes entertainment. Well, he's gonna get this. He likes rap and entertainment. I'm going to get this Tupac book for him because maybe he needs to. I got some good stuff going on.
Supposedly, I saw it was. I was listening to the guy talk about it, and supposedly it's some new stuff came out. There was actually some revelations. Wemby and single entry. How about Wemby and single entry, where he's probably not going to be heavily played? Are you into that? Wemby and single entry tournament?
Sure. He's like 2 points per fantasy minute if he wants to tonight. He could get 50 in a heartbeat.
Juice wants to know: would you play Cornette and and Victor Wembanyama in the same lineup?
No.
That's a Tupac movie, right? Juice wasn't Juice a Tupac movie?
Yes, that's when he first broke out as an actor. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. For a second there was all right. Any more questions? I'm not seeing a ton. Is there anything in Discord lurking? I do want to answer the questions. Oh, props. You got any props today, Chop? I know you're in the underdog streets sometimes, or maybe a little less because I know Cauchy is a thing that you're talking about. You have any props for the people? Any big takes? Any overs? Any unders?
Well, I did a few of them, but can we pull them up real fast? I could tell you where my mind was at when I did a minute, and you got a little extra.
Well, yeah, it's not going
to on the props. Gosh darn it, it's not loading for me. But it was like separate lineups like Fox over on points or 3-pointers, Vassell in another lineup over, but then under on like Mikal Bridges points and Cornette and Harrison Barnes under. Like unders are very underappreciated in the prop market. So a lot of unders, mainly unders and a few overs on some of these shooting guards for San Antonio. I really like. And I think the big question here, Dean, with a minute left, less than a minute left, the big question is it a Brunson night or is it a Cat night? Because
Brunson.
This is a big game, and Brunson's a big game player. So that one's like, I'd be over on Brunson props, and I think Brunson, this is a big game, and he usually finds a way to step up and just score in big games. So props to him. I think Brunson's a good prop bet.
Barnes or Champagne on FanDuel? Brooke wants to know in chat.
Barnes.
Who wins?
Man, I don't want to do this to my Knicks brethren. These guys been through a lot the last 40 years.
I think the Spurs win too.
I think if Wemby's out there and plays 25 minutes, I think the Spurs, they showed me a lot against OKC, man, and they are a team that's coming for you. So I'm going to say, but you'll be all right, man. You might you get you a chip tonight. Get you a chip tonight, Knicks fan. Get you a ring. Get you one of these.
What are you holding up? Well, that's not a ring, is it? It's like a piece of plastic. Is it ring?
That's my Aura ring, but it's just it's symbolism. Okay. It's like Friday Night Lights. The guy go get you a ring, man. Get you a ring.
Clear eyes, full hearts.
Get you one of these.
Yeah. Are you a big Matt Saracen guy?
No. What was the movie? That was the TV show, but in the movie,
that
wasn't the real name.
No, well, it was based off a book from Texas.
Well, I read the book. That's why I'm a great. I read that, but I thought about it, but I don't know if they would want that particular. But that was a great book. That was a great book.
Yeah, I was trying to think.
Friday Night Lights. Yeah.
What was the Michael B. Jordan character name? I don't remember the end very well.
He was good. They needed him. They brought him in. He was good, man. He was electric when they brought him in.
Yeah.
In season 3. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm losing his name for some reason. All right. And what about the Spurs New York first quarter Spurs to win? That seems like a fun little parlay. I might try to hit that one.
That's nice.
New York first quarter Spurs to win. We probably can get a good number in that. Let's see it. I'm assuming the game there's going to be like pomp and circumstance. They're going to do like a whole thing before. I imagine it's not starting 8:30, right? Is anybody actually watching the telecast? Hopefully, it's like 10 minutes. The one time I want it to not start at exactly the time they say they're going to start. But anything else of note, Chop? Of course, tomorrow. Well, wait a second. Tomorrow is actually kind of a small slate too, I believe. But we will have a
only two games tomorrow too, man.
It's been a weird. Yeah, it's been the NBA streets have been kind of strange. It's just 2 games tomorrow. I imagine we'll be back tomorrow. Maybe not you, but myself. I think I was looking at the schedule, and I think I'm going to be on crunch time with. I want to say Christy and Kyle, but I could be wrong. Maybe that's next week. But eventually, the slate will will normalize soon enough when we get past, I suppose, all the holiday stuff. Chop, anything for the road before we get out of here? Hit the like, subscribe. I didn't beg or grovel at all.
I'll be back on Thursday. Got an NBA show on Thursday with a full slate. And guess what, Dean? Thursday night football. I got a double header. I got to do the football show. It's the Rams. It's the Seahawks for the division title. It's going to be a good one. Going to be a good one this week.
Is Devontae going to play? Is he healthy enough?
Chance. There's no way, man. If Devontae plays, I'll be shocked beyond shocked.
Yeah,
I thought he pulled his hamstring off the bone the way he reacted in game. So I don't think so, but we'll see.
Put him on ice till the playoffs, maybe we'll see. But that should be I'm going to dig into the NFL stuff. This is when I start my NFL research for in preparation for the Pick 6 show tomorrow night. So I have no idea who's playing, but I don't think we're getting Saturday games too, I think, right? Isn't there Saturday games this week? I think that's happening.
Oh, baby. 2 Saturday games and 3 college football playoff games on Saturday. Oh, Saturday. Hit the spot, Dean.
Is there a future we like for the college football? Give me something, Chop. Who's winning this thing?
No, Ohio State's gonna win the whole thing. You're probably not getting good odds on them, but that's the best team. They're gonna win it, man. But if
Indiana's frauds?
No, they're good, but Ohio State was holding back a little bit. But maybe Oregon to get to the finals against Ohio State. If you could do like a matchup thing, maybe getting Oregon to march through Indiana and Texas Tech. You're you probably get way good numbers on that. But I'm sorry, Hoosiers hang banners. I apologize for, but I'm just giving, just an opinion. I'm probably wrong. You guys have proved me. Although I will say this much, Hoosiers hang banners. I think we're coming for your defensive coordinator. My Cowboys are coming for your defensive coordinator in the offseason. I'm hoping.
It's probably hard for Indiana to keep, like, if they have like coaches that people want, they're going to spend more money to get them. It's probably hard to keep those guys, I imagine. I don't know. But yeah. Is their head coach locked up for so many years? Or he's probably still browsing, possibly?
Head coach is locked up, but their defensive coordinator has been very good, and I'd love to get him on the Cowboys. So we'll see what happens.
All right, Chop. Let's say goodbye to the people. Do hit that like button. Do subscribe. Do turn on those notifications on your way out. We appreciate all that. Win some money tonight. That was Chop, producer Steve. I was Dean. We're out of here. Ho!